Hey everybody, and welcome back to Axion Token Channel. Another day, another dime, another crypto dollar. Welcome everybody, of course. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and let's get straight into it, folks. We've got a lot to talk about. Obviously, a lot around the Axion ecosystem, and as well as the general crypto market is also the big announcement, of course, Warp about to launch, so that's pretty cool too. Let's get into it. We've got Andreas in that chat. Great to see one of our moderators and also one of the team members for Axion. So big shout out to Andreas there. Hashtag Emigat. So very, very cool. Let's get into it. I'm just going to check the audio, make sure it's up and running. Sounds like it might be in the house. So let's double check that. Yeah, so that sounds like it's going good there. Got to check the old systems, but very, very nice. So let's get into it, folks. At the moment, of course, we had a nice little backtrack on the price. We had a bit of a rebound in the last couple of hours. So we're down to a quadruple 0424. We had a pretty big buy come in 2 hours, was it 5 hours ago? So just 6 hours ago, we got our low at quadruple 4153 on the Axion price. This is Axion, and of course, the pair is Axion ETH or wrapped ETH on the Polygon chain. And then, of course, we had a nice little rebound there. So let's get the old ruler out and see how that's going. So we actually went down to there. We had a nice little bounce back, and of course that was up 30% in the within the next hour. So you can see the volatility moving around there quite a bit, and a nice little jump there. Someone took a nice little position, and then we got that got partially sold in, as so often happens with the green candles. Someone's waiting there, waiting for the price to pump up, and then if they're wanting to get out on that, they would take the profit and sell out. That's what happens on the trading. You get that with every trading pair out there. So very, very cool. Then, of course, we've got a couple of smaller sells and a couple of couple more smaller buys happening here and a little sell. So that's pretty much what's happening there, folks. So let's simply pull out the trading view there. We can actually see some of the action happening in real time. So we're going to jump back to some of the action here. And I think, I'm not sure how far back I have to go back there. Let me have a look here. Here we are. So here's our big buy that we had about 5 hours ago. So $250 million Axion was bought on market by this address here, and we can see that address here that is sitting in this wallet here. So very, very cool. They have they had had a little bit of Axion in the past. Looks like they took a little position here 4 hours ago. They had entered a 94 on this address anyway. So that was the big one there. Then it got partly sold in, and of course one of the sellers was 50 million from this existing one, 200 million. So that would make them at the top of the second page on Axion holders. So they sold down a little bit there. They've still got 151 million in there at the moment. So that was what happened with the price. Those are the big movers. And of course, more recently, just in the last little wee while, we've had a couple of buys here. It looks like I've got some duplication going on here. Not sure why there's duplicating on there, but sometimes it shows up 2 trades. Those are actually 1 trade, so I'm not sure why the duplication. Might have to refresh this page. Let's try that. Let's get into the chat there. We've got Oblio in the house. Hey, Oblio, good to see you. And a big clap out. And we've got SA Homebuyer. Great show today. Hey, SA Homebuyer, appreciate that. We just started, just getting warmed up though, SA Homebuyer. Hope you're doing pretty well. And it's a pleasure to have you in the chat. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Get in those comments, folks, after the live streams. And look forward to that as well. Get into that chat as well. Let's get going. Let's get warming up. It is 2022. We can make it what we're going to make it. And so get out there, folks, and do it. So there we are. This has reset itself. So yeah, we had a couple of buys coming in here, a couple of sells selling into that. But once again, we're actually up. So very, very cool on the last couple of hours. Let's get the ruler out, have a quick look at that. And so we're currently still up 15%. That's pretty good rebound, folks. That's why I've got the price rebound on Axion in the title. And of course, we were up 30%. So we're still managed to hold 50% of that. Very, very nice. Let's have a look on the hourly indicators for DMI. We've got the buyers taking control. We can see that on the green. Look at that. The buyers have taken control after the sellers dominated when the crypto market was pulling back. So obviously, Axion's paired with Ethereum. So when Ethereum and Bitcoin, all that pulled back, anything that's bonded to that liquidity also gets pulled down as well. So there we are, what we're seeing. But now we see the buyers starting to come in after the sell-off, and the market starting to just recuperate a bit. We've got the RSI. Let's check that out too. The RSI's got plenty of room from the upside. It is sitting at 52. So it is above 50, which is more sort of the beginning of the more bullish territory. And so we've got quite a bit of room. We can move up there a big time. So that's on the hourly. Remember that it's not the longer time frames like a daily, let's check out the daily, folks. Pretty nice. And we're going to get into this. So daily, obviously, we've got our big arc in play. And we are, trying to test that bottom now. If the crypto market wasn't pulling back, Axion, I'm sure, would be moving forward from now, really starting to consolidate, maybe sideways, moving up. So I think we had a lot of exhaustion from sellers. And once again, we had the big Bitcoin free claimers. We had some liquid paper hand wallets that have exited. And of course, we had a big payday on the 29th of October, 2021. So we had a few things to get out. And I think the team has done a wonderful job of basically optimizing tokenomics to get things turning around. It really has flattened out. You can see that really has flattened out now. And once again, if we get a bit of steadiness in the crypto markets, we should be okay to start building on that. And we definitely got a nice big buy, $250 million today, helped that along. Now, the other thing, of course, is that we do have some news next week. The Fed's announcements coming out next week, their meeting, and of course, some of the leading tech stocks to do their performances results. So Tesla and Google and stuff like that. Still got that coming out. Let's have a look at the DMI on this period. We've got the sellers just slightly on the hourly. It's very bullish for the buyers. On the daily, we've still got the sellers slightly in control, but it is dipping down. And we'll see whether we can get the buyers in the green line moving up there. So we'll watch out for that too. We're also looking for a change in the signal line, and that should help support our upward price trajectory as we make that big concave and start moving up the other side. So we're looking for a turn in this signal line here as well, and that's where we're going. But on the RSI, we've got plenty of room to move up. We're still in that bit that I guess the sellers are greater than buyers at the moment in territory, but we've got plenty of room to move up, and we are getting a nice little uptick there on the daily. So some little early signs, early green shoots as we call them. So we're watching out for that on the price chart. Very cool. We're going to jump out of that. We have a look at the market as well. Now let's get back in the comments here. We've got Oblio Stone says great buy and price. I think so too. Great buy and price, absolutely. And I think that once again, you've got to get in when the price is sort of looks in the charts, looks kind of cheap, then it's a good time to pick it up, right? Get lots of bags. And great. Obviously, Axion, you buy and stake with Axion. You earn 8% inflation rate plus wrap Bitcoin dividends on top of that. If you stake really long, you can get a much higher return. Obviously, longer pays better. Axion is a supercharged certificate of deposit. That's how it works pretty much. So very cool. The team has been able to change a lot of the holders' behavior and tokenomics. And so that's been very useful for building that platform going forward. And obviously having some of the best products on the market does help us as well. So but the global market cap has gone under 1.7 trillion now, 1.68. Remember, we were in excess of 3 trillion at the top of the bull market there. We've had a double top so far. So we'll see where this leads us. We've got $35,722 on Bitcoin. This has rebounded today. Last couple of hours been recharging itself. Tether at Ethereum at $2,500 there. We've got, for some reason, we've got Tether at $1.41. So not sure what's going on there. It should be $1, but it's up 41%. So just too much supply for that Tether. When the market's going down, obviously oversupplied, and it's breached the $1 mark, and at $1.41. Pretty interesting stuff there. Remember, Tether is a centralized stable coin, supposed to be one-to-one backed. It seems like the market has priced it in excess of the price there. So some strange behaviors, but welcome to crypto, folks. Bitcoin, Binance Coin 381, rebound 8%. We've got Cardano up at 134, rebound to 30%, folks. Cardano having some issues on the chain there. Also, the Sunday swap launch, having a few issues with the transfers on that. The first DEX there, XRP that I'm aware of anyway. The DEX token, XRP at 88, up 46.6%, and Terra up 72. So these are huge rises as well. So just recently happened. Nice. And then number 9, Solana at $100, and Polkadot $26, up 50%. So some crazy numbers on this. I'm not sure why they've just suddenly bounded the backs up so much. A little bit confused by these percentages, to be honest. Let's have a look here. Yeah, these percentages are quite bizarre. I'm not sure if something's wrong with this site here. It does seem a bit peculiar to me. Yeah, they're all changing here, folks. Just ignore a lot of the comment I've just made. These percentages are changing quite crazy at the moment. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, well, there's been a big pump on at the moment. So let's have a look here. This is a very confusing last hour. Big giant pump here. So I'm not sure why that's driving that at the moment, but it is. Maybe it's on just a sudden rebound. Very bizarre behavior at the moment. That's pretty crazy stuff right there happening on the DEX there. Let's let me just get rid of this troll that I've got here on the chat here. Just get rid of that one. Nice. All right, cool. And let us jump back over to here. So some huge numbers changing here on this DEX on the on Nomics. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Let's jump away from that. And of course, Luxy. This is Axion.network. If you're new to Axion, of course, do your investment due diligence. Check out everything about Axion. Obviously, the main place where you can buy and stake in one go and get all the bonuses for staking longer pays better is in the Accelerator. So very, very cool. You can get up to 15% bonus for a 15.2 year stake. And the reason why a lot of people stake that long, it's 49% at the moment, is because they get 305% more shares. So when you stake your Axion, you get shares. And if you get 305% more shares by staking 15.2 years or 5,505 days, that's what the logic is there. And of course, you earn Axion and wrap Bitcoin dividends, and you get a particle NFT, which you can use to try and get yourself a bonus investment or bonus stake. And you do that by putting your particle NFT in the Collider. That's the other big product that Axion's got on there. And of course, you can see when you put that particle in, you got a 4% chance of getting up to 10 times your original investment. Very, very cool. $18,500 given away so far within about 2 months. So it's pretty successful. And people are having a lot of fun with that. So you get one of those when you buy and stake in Axion. Plus, on top of that, you earn wrap Bitcoin dividends, which is pretty sweet. All right, let's jump over to the Accelerator because that's where the heart is. So here we are on the Axion portal. If you want to get to this Axion portal page, you just hit the Axion portal button there, and that will bring you to here. Now, if you do have any questions, of course, just get onto Discord or Telegram. I got 24/7 help, 24/7 help there from the moderators, who are just outstanding. It's the best service in crypto without a doubt. So very, very cool. So let's have a look here. This is Accelerator. Basically, this is where you're going to buy and stake in one go, earn up to 47% APR, and of course, get a 10x multiplier NFT for the Collider. The Collider is just sitting below it. This is the Collider. You put your NFT in there. You set the period of stake that you want to win, and of course, you got a 4% chance of winning, and you could get up to 10 times your bonus investment. So very, very cool. You make your original investment to get your particle collider in here, and of course, you can click the advanced button. You've got 5 different tokens to choose, or 6 different tokens to choose from: Matic, Wrapped ETH, USDC, DAI Stable, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Chainlink. Those are the ones you got. And of course, you can put the amount that you want to spend there. Your investment, it shows up over here on the right, so $805. You also, how long you stake is really important. So longer pays better. So that's what determines your bonuses. So let's say we did 350 days. Let's do that. 350 days. You will get a 1% bonus. But if every year that you stake, you're going to get way high. You're going to get another percent. So if you did a 555, which is the maximum period, you can see you're going to get 15%. So it's the difference between 1 year approximately and 15 years. So pretty nice. On top of that, of course, you're going to get big payday bonuses there for staking in the next couple of years. There's big payday bonuses for those. You'll tick all those, of course. And you're also going to get your particle NFT. And that's down the bottom here in orange. And that's pretty cool. So you get your bonus through the Accelerator up to 15%. You get your big payday bonuses if you stake long enough. You just have to see if those are all ticked. And then, of course, you get your particle NFT on top of that. And, of course, your particle NFT, you take over to the Collider and you try and win it in there. So pretty cool. Or you could sell it on OpenSea or just hold it either way. On top of that, of course, on top of the Axion, you earn wrap Bitcoin dividends in real time. So you can withdraw this at any time. The Axion you get at the end of the period that you decide to stake for. So just take that into account. A lot of people often do staking ladders, so they'll make multiple investments and have different stake periods. So they might have 5 years, for example, 1750. And of course, that would change all the bonuses. So the bonuses change down to 5%. That's 5 years, 1% per year. And they get the big payday bonuses. They manage to get all those because they're the next 4 years. And then on top of that, they get the wrap Bitcoin dividends. It will be lower because you get less shares when you stake your Axion. So that's pretty much how that works, folks. Connect your wallet and accept it, and your stake will show up on the stake page. Very, very cool. Your particle NFT bonus will show up here. And if you want to use that, just go to Collider and put it in here. Set the period that you want to stake and engage the Collider. Pretty much that's it. Those 4 tabs are where you live on here, and that's where your investment, you can monitor that. Pretty cool. Obviously, Axion also has launches, and the big launch coming up now is Warp. That's the big news, of course. We've had many good launches. Warp is huge, very, very gone very viral. and that's coming up too. So let's have a quick look at Warp and get onto that. So only 3 days and 12 hours and 30 minutes to go for Warp launch. Pretty bad. Cool. So it's pretty nice. Look at that. The artwork's fantastic. You can see it's really, really amazing. And of course, you go from Earth to other planets and you try and chase down APY. Look at that. So you try and chase down that yield that gives you the big returns, and you basically have to get a ship and get fuel cells for that ship, and away you go. So very exciting on that. And that's about to launch in 3 days, as we say at the top there. Very nice. 3 days and 12 minutes. Now, the link's in the video description if you want to check this out. Let's go to the latest announcement that came out today and check that out at the moment. So Warp launch date is set for folks. And of course, this is in Warp on Discord. So the Warp group on Discord. And this is by Call Me Jace, who's in the Warp team there. He also happens to be the creative director for Axion as well. And he actually worked in the film industry for quite a long time. Hence, the artwork is so cool and stylish. So Warp launch date is set. All captains prepare for launch. The moment we've all been waiting for is almost here. After a perfect dry run of our ecosystem that we've been doing over the past 48 hours, we've seen the entire system work perfectly. So the testing has gone extremely well. We've fixed some small bugs on the UI or user interface, and even improved the way we display different information and notices we give to make it more intuitive for all of you to bond, assemble starships, and fly them to different planets. So it really is cool. It's that perfect match between DeFi, decentralized finance, and investments, and gamification finance. So it's a really nice mix there together, and people are very excited about having fun when you do investments. So it is pretty cool. All in all, the ecosystem test launch showed us the whole system is ready to go. So it's a very bullish sign from the team. Big congratulations to them for that. The launch date, get your engines prepped for liftoff, as our launch date is set for Wednesday, January 26th, around 8 p.m. UTC. So that is the time. Put that in your calendar, folks. That is very cool. Important note, the team reserves the right to delay the launch if necessary. As you all know, a lot of market uncertainty is playing across the crypto space right now. So we want to make sure that the conditions are favorable for a successful launch. The team has put thousands of man hours into this project, so we want to see it to be this. We want it to be the best, basically. That being said, Warp is launching with a stable pairing, and that's very good. So it's going to have a stable pairing, so it won't have that bonding effect, moving up and down with the other cryptos. Going to give it a lot of stability. Basically, you just need more buyers than sellers for the Warp, and that's what will keep the price up. So very smart move with the stable coin. And with 30,000 plus people in our community, counting Discord, Telegram, and Twitter, the odds are very high of a lot of people wanting to get on this launch to access the limited Starship parts. So we expect, even with market volatility, to have a very successful launch for all participants. So very bullish, folks. Now, there's going to be tutorials videos coming out on Monday with the final UI done. We're recording a whole series of tutorial videos that will explain how to use our ecosystem, and we're updating our Git book with information on how to bond, stake, travel, etc. The videos will drop on Monday, giving our community 48 hours to prepare to use the ecosystem before the launch. So that's going to be pretty cool. Make sure you have some Matic, by the way, and some DAI and MAI to bond. If you haven't already, make sure to convert your assets to MAI and DAI if you want to bond. Remember, this is on the Polygon chain. Remember that bonding is only a way to get Starship parts NFT. So it's very important. Remember, the bonding is the only way to get Starship parts, NFTs. So until people sell them on OpenSea, that's very important. So if you want to be one of the lucky few that gets a Starship allocation at launch, make sure you have enough DAI and MAI in your Polygon wallet to create bonds. Okay, so you need that to create bonds and to get your Starship parts. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, you have to buy them on OpenSea market. Also, the strength of your part is determined by the amount you bond. So that's very important too. So if you want a stronger and faster Starship, you will want to bond above the $250 mark, which is how much each part costs. You need 3 parts for the make the ship, and 1 part is the fuel cell. So that's about $1,000. So if you want a stronger one, you need to bond more than that. Is the way I see it running there. More powerful ships could have higher resale value as well, and that's something that the market's going to decide. But I see that no doubt happening with the stronger ships. Regardless of your bond amount, you'll want to act fast, as once bonding opens up, the demand for NFT parts will be fierce. And obviously, with the size of the community, it's growing so rapidly, still growing, and with all the launch partners coming in place as well, No wonder that is the case. We have an exciting announcement about launch liquidity. Will be dropping tomorrow, so that's going to be really key too. So we're looking forward to that liquidity. You're gonna like it, promise. So stay tuned. More announcements to follow. Let's get ready to hit light speed. So pretty nice, and there's some nice artwork there. Launch countdown starts now, and of course got some cool starships here. Looks like they're all going off to yield at some planets, find some good resources or something, and get a nice return. So really is quite cool. And then, of course, they came up just not a couple hours after that. They came up. Warpers partnering with the Las Vegas official esports team. That's a really nice partnership. Fresh off the announcement that we were launching this Wednesday, we're also bringing the heat with our official partnership with the Las Vegas Inferno team. They're the #1 esports teams of Las Vegas, recently promoted by the mayor himself, which is pretty cool. And they'll be working to represent Warp to their community as an exciting new opportunity to earn money and having fun doing it. So just incredible how many partnerships have been pulled in this project. Does look set for success, really does. Warp will be looking to work closer with the Infernos in the future, including event sponsorship, Twitch stream giveaways, and other ways to reach the esports world. The Las Vegas Inferno official team is all super rad, and we're excited to get to work with them in the future with an exclusive Inferno faction and starship. So pretty outstanding, folks. We'll be hosting a Twitter Spaces AMA with the Inferno team this Monday at 1 p.m. PST time. We'll see huge potential to work with the Inferno team to grow into new markets and showcase how awesome Warp truly is. So please give a warm welcome to the Inferno community as we prepare to launch. The Inferno community role is now available. Very nice. If you haven't yet, be sure to assign yourself the community role for the team you want to represent over in the community group here on Discord. Simply click on the emoji and the bot will assign you the role, its color, and the fancy emoji. The countdown continues. So here's a cool piece of artwork with one of the spaceships, Las Vegas Inferno, and of course they're in Las Vegas there, which is a pretty good colorful stuff there. So welcome to that partner. Very, very nice. One of quite a few partners come onto the play. So very exciting to see that, folks. Let's jump over to Axion, but we're going to get into Discord, into the chat there, and catch up with some of the chats. I'm sure there's been a few chats in there. So we've got Oblio Stone says, I have ships, but I don't know how to play. I guess that's the how-to videos coming out on Monday are going to be pretty important to you then, Oblio, but definitely check it out. Shane Walker, aka Fixation, aka Awesome Dude, says, hey guys, 3 days in a row I've made Superman's show. I appreciate that, Shane, and welcome. We really do appreciate all that you do in the community, so big shout out. Oblio says, just waiting for the tutorials videos. Yep, I'm sure you are. And B's in the house. I entered so many of those Starship giveaways. I hope I win one. Well, let us know if you do, B, because that'd be really exciting to talk about. Maybe we could get you on the live stream here, and I'll invite you on to talk about your Starship if you do get one. And Shane Walker says, good luck to everyone that entered the Starships giveaways. Yeah, very good luck to you all. So pretty exciting stuff happening there, folks. Very, very cool. Let us jump over to Axion. I don't think there's any announcements on at the moment. There will be a vote regarding the accelerated tokenomics coming up, no doubt, soon. And that's talking about shifting it up to 70% and potentially a seller's tax, not a buyer's tax, but a seller's tax. So we'll see those votes come to the community in due course. So very, very cool. The other thing I was going to look at is the gorillas are just killing it out there. The gorillas are just keep going. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. Now, I don't have, I've got just quite a few of the gorilla tweets here. You can see 31. I think they've been doing so many of them. It's amazing. So big shout out to them. They are just getting out there, spreading the word and trying to impact influences around Axion. Of course, stake Axion, earn Bitcoin. So very, very cool. Also get a bonus particle NFT. Pretty fun place to be. Let's have a quick look at the Axion Twitter, see what they've been doing. So this is today, by the way. A true fortune cookie, hashtag Axion. Nice, stake Axion, earn Bitcoin. I love that. And of course, what else we got going there? Is it in the cards? Hodl Axion, that's for sure. And Axion Community Hangout. This is a fun off-topic hangout Saturdays in our Discord. That's run by Fixation. Shane, aka Fixation's in the chat. So very, very cool. Stop by and talk about anything, even other projects. We will also have some fun topics, activities prepared. So get this awesome stuff. Make sure you attend one of those. And they don't understand, of course, Bitcoin. Talking about the politicians, I guess. So very, very cool stuff happening there. Now let's go to the general chat. We're going to have a look in there. How am I doing for time? Pretty good, actually. well ahead of where I thought I'd be at this stage. So nice. And let's jump back to the Axion challenge. We're going to go to the dashboard. So the dashboard, if you're not used to it, is where all the overall numbers are for the Axion ecosystem. Now, there are 2 other sites that give us a lot of information. I'll probably pull those up in the next live stream, and we'll talk about a lot of the data in the Axion ecosystem. But total supply at the moment, 334 billion Axion in total supply, and 24% of that is circulating supply. That is 79.7 billion Axion. That's fantastic. It's gone under 80 billion, folks, today. Very, very cool to see that. That's a great sign. Very nice. That's heading in the right direction. Now, about 11 million or something like that is in the Teams wallet. So actually is lower than that, probably 69 million or 69 billion or something. So that's a really good sign. We'll look forward to keeping track of that number for sure. Total stake 76%, and that's 254.4 billion. And max stake, that's people stake for 15.2 years or 5,505 days, is a massive 162.8 billion. And more importantly, perhaps 49% of Axion stakers are staked that long. That is amazing. The best in crypto. And of course, the average stake length is the best in crypto over 8 years. Last time I checked, and I'll definitely check that in the next live stream. But over 8 years, which is the best in crypto. When you compare it to Hex, that is 6.11 years, and of course Wise, which is down at about 3.5 years at the moment, so about 3.5 years. So there we are. Total Axion burned is 36.2 billion, folks. 36.2 billion Axion has been burned. So when people buy and stake through the accelerator, percentage of about 55% goes and takes that money and buys Axion, and then burns it, sends it to a dead address on the contract. And of course, that's amazing. 36.2 billion so far, and that's looking super good. Let's have a look and see what the results are at the moment. Of course, we're going to go into there and have a look at that. So let's have a look. Let's see where that's going. Let me just pull this up, waiting for that to refresh. So what have we had? So 33 minutes ago, we had another 40 million Axion buy and burn there. So very, very cool. It's got a burn stake there, but close enough, 40 billion. And of course, the previous day we had 90. I don't think I covered this on the previous one, and 11 before that. So very nice results, folks. Looking good. So we're going to go and do my favorite session, to be honest. It's the burn baby burn session. So let me pull this up and get into Discord there. And we're going to post this up, burn baby burn. And here we go. And, hopefully it's going to paste in it. Let me make sure I've done that right there. Let me pull this back up. And bam, let's put that in now. I'm not sure what. I'm doing the wrong button there. That's probably why. Hey, that's a new keyboard, so you can, let me off a little bit there. Oh, that's the total, right? So I got to make sure I get the right amount there. Let me just do the right amount. Let's jump back and do the right amount. Okay, so I'm going to do 40. I'm going to do 150 mil. 150 mil. That's pretty good. Burn, 150 mil. Million Axion. Last 3 days. Total. Now, Axion. Nice. That's looking pretty good to me. Axion. All right, cool. That's in. And let's go. Boom. Put the fire on that, baby. But it's looking good there, folks. And we're going to put a fire on emoji. I don't think Solix is in the house, so didn't get beaten up to that. And Prana never beat me to that either, so that's pretty cool. We're going to put some nice rockets on there. And let's get some fire gifts there. We're going to go fire in the house. And which one we should put in there? I like to put this girl one on, but it's a little bit scary. It's sort of like something out of a horror movie. So I'll probably leave that one. Let's put the fire. Bam. All right, so very, very cool. I'm going to put some Axion on there. Axion to the moon. So there's some good stuff happening there, folks, on the burn. So burn's going pretty cool. Let's see what else we've got in the chat. Shane says, what would you think, Superman, about a buy tax on exchange, but not an accelerator, meaning you could dodge the buy tax by buying an accelerator? Yeah, probably just, I think it's a good idea, but it's probably not going to, people will not like a buy on the buy function. It's definitely something to think about. A lot of people, when it depends on how high it is. If it's low, maybe 1%, people might get away with that or something, or 2% tops. But certainly something for discussion. I think it should be discussed. Just like any idea should be discussed, even if you end up not thinking it. So but a lot of people won't even know that's on there, right? They'll have to have a notice if you think about it. Hey, there's going to be a 2% on this. But I would say generally a buy is not favored. A sell would be probably a lot easier to get away with, but a buy is probably generally not as favorable. Yeah. When you're going to buy on Sushi Swap, you probably don't even think about the accelerator. Maybe that's something they could get on Dex Tools or something, or some of these exchanges where we actually swap, like Sushi Swap, and get you a little notice that pops up and goes, hey, you want to get more bonus? Get bonus through the accelerator. So maybe that's something they could think about doing. That would make a lot of sense. And then they could just click on and get all the bonuses in accelerator. That probably makes a lot more sense. Maybe contacting Sushi Swap or something like that. What else? But meaning you could dodge. Yeah. So hopefully that answers that. But we definitely we should flesh that out a bit more. Certainly something for the top. I think Pullen talked about not being too in favor of that one, but it's definitely something to keep talking about for sure. Cryptic Scene says, just woke up. Morning all. Hey, Cryptic Scene, I did start 15 minutes later so that you'd have a chance to get up and watch the live. So nice there. But hey, it looks like you did sleep in anyway. So yeah, cool. And you work hard, so no wonder. Shane says, morning CC. And Cryptic Scene, morning Shane. And Andre says, morning folks. Very, very cool. So how was it? How do we say? Howdy. What was it? Howdy. What's the one in the UK that said at the camp? Heidi hi. That's the one I'm thinking of. Heidi hi, everybody. Heidi hi. So nice. Who's put that up there? Andreas. Nice. Is that Andreas? Yeah, Oblio. Nice one, Oblio. Good stuff. And who's on that one? Oblio and Andreas. Nice one. So very, very cool. You need a fire engine truck to put that out. So pretty cool stuff happening there, folks. So yeah, prices not doing too badly at the moment. Considering how the market went. I'm not sure what's happened to Nomics. Nomics has gone crazy with their percentages. Looks like they returned back to normal now. This looks normal. So let me go through the Nomics one now. I don't know what happened with those percentages. They went crazy. As I was reading them, I was going, this can't be right. This can't be right. So anyway, Bitcoin at 35,600, Ethereum at 2.5 is pretty flat, 1%, but they have softened down. Looks like the carnage has stopped for the time being. Binance 382 up 8%, and Cardano up 7.6 at $1.12. That makes a lot more sense now. XRP at 61.5 up 1.83. And Terra up 19%. That's explainable because Terra got hit really hard. So that's up a decent amount. And, of course, Hex is sitting there almost back at 19 cents. So Hex is having quite a decent rebound there at number 10. So cool. We like that. Hey, how's Shiba doing? Shiba's still hanging around. Normally the meme coins get smashed when we go into a bear market. The value just gets wiped off. So even though this might have been a shining light in the the bull market, it does get smashed pretty hard. Let's actually pull out the Shiba token just as a side here. Let's put up the old month there. And yes, got pretty hard, hit pretty hard. Quadruple 3, yeah. What's the low here? The low was quadruple 02. No, that's not right. Quadruple 017. Sorry. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at the moving averages here. 20. Oh, it still says 29% from all-time high. So that seems a bit odd. That can't be right. So some of these numbers not adding up here on Nomics. Nomics might want to double check their numbers here. Maybe I should use. I want to use a good index listing, and I just like the interface on Nomics, but maybe you have to go back to CoinGecko or somewhere else. So we'll see about that. But anyway, price of Axion looking better, and obviously Axion is a supercharged certificate of deposit, so it's a lot better underlying proposition than a meme token. So just remember that, folks, when you're considering investing in crypto. You want to get something where you're earning Axion offsets the price reduction. And of course, if you hodl, that's the name of the game, hodl, and you earn wrap Bitcoin dividends. You can withdraw at any time too. So it's pretty nice. All right, so that's pretty much that. And there, I think I've gone through everything. But once again, if you want to check out Axion.network, check it out. Obviously, the Accelerator is the main place where you can buy and stake in one go. And of course, it's super cheap and super fast on Polygon Network. That's the second layer of Ethereum, so super cheap. You're not paying $100 to do investments. You know, it's like a penny to do it kind of thing. And then a Collider, of course, you get a bonus. You could get up to 10 times your initial investment if you're lucky enough. So really, really cool. You get a free particle NFT that you can from the Accelerator that you can use in the Collider. Those are the two main products, folks. Very, very cool. Get all your bonuses in the Accelerator, better than buying on CC Swap, which is just a market price. And of course, on the Collider, you basically get a particle NFT. You can use that. Very, very nice. Obviously, there's a launch pad as well, so you get early opportunities to new partners. And of course, there's 2 partners coming out. One of them potentially is a household name. Now, we haven't heard official stuff about that, but one of them potentially a household name that could be ginormous for Axion. So we're really excited about that opportunity. Hopefully that comes to pass pretty soon. So we're looking forward to that. And that's probably the other thing. Otherwise, get into the news updates. They're pretty good when news comes out. And of course, Axion has a range of NFTs that you can get extra bonuses, like the Diamond Stake NFT on OpenSea. So check out Axion's ecosystem, NFT ecosystem on OpenSea, and you can buy and sell stuff on there, including particle colliders NFTs. So it's pretty cool. Once again, get into Telegram, Discord, and also follow on Twitter. And yeah, if you want to get to the Axion portal, just click that there, and that's where you can invest straight away. Just hook up your MetaMask wallet or something like that, and you can hook up to the portal and start making investments. Very cool. So let's get into the chat here. We're going to probably wrap up 35 minutes. It's a pretty fast live stream because we actually have covered everything I was going to cover today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And I will catch you in the next one. So we're going to have a lot more content coming up. I know that Crypto Casino is going to be doing a lot more, and we'll be doing some more collaborations too, if all goes well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you in the Discord. Let me just shout this out. Let me go back here. Thanks for watching. All right, take care, everybody, and catch you in the next one. Bye for now.